just keep going. Just put your head down, keep working, and keep going. No matter what happens, just keep going. And knowing that, what I always say is put a championship routine in place. You know, whatever that routine is, you wake up every single day, and that's what holds you accountable. No matter if you win or you lose, no matter how you feel, you know just that eventually it's going to pay off for you.
When I was young, I had a lot of people telling me you have to adjust to the other ones. You have to be like the other ones. I was listening, but I wasn't always following. I kept doing my own thing, and I believed in myself. I kept going, and it brought me where I am today.
Those I can't catch a break guys,
Yeah.
get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks.
Yeah.
I've had a shit ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? I stayed up.
Yeah.
And I thought through it. And I figured out what the fuck I did wrong, and then I went back. It's like, I fucked up everything I've ever done 100 times. There's no other way to do it. And I've had a bunch of shitty breaks. Everybody has. But you gotta realize when you have those shitty breaks what that is. It's an opportunity for you to reassess, reboot, get better, figure out another way, find another way through. It's just little challenges.
I've been happy broke, and I've been happy rich, and happy rich is way better. I'll just tell you that. I have been happy when I was broke. I've been happy broke. I've had a loving family. But I can't create happiness for a whole lot of other people without any money.
You're not making money until you're making money when you're not working. I didn't make no money when I didn't do a show. You see what I'm saying? I had to work to get the money every time. When I'm not in the show, and the show is still, they going, how you keep yourself off your own show? Oh, you don't understand that. Right. I'm like, cause this motherfucker on automatic pilot.
As much as you want to be able to listen a little bit, because somebody's going to give you a gem, but nobody knows but you. You can't get advice on what you should do with your life, right? Nobody knows what you are. Like even sometimes you don't really even know what you are. You got to take your shot. And it's like, as much as you want people to agree and you want the people around you to be supporting your dreams and all, it's not going to be like that all the time. You got to do it alone.
Smile. Though your heart is aching. Smile. Even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by.
Man, if you got to get up every single morning and remind yourself how hard you need to work, you probably need to choose a different profession, you know, because that shouldn't be there. I wake up in the morning excited to get to it. You know, if I'm not training, I'm missing it. If I'm not watching a game of basketball, I miss it. There's no place I'd rather be. And if you have that feeling, then you're truly doing what God has put you on this earth to do.
I'm not perfect, man. I wake up and sometimes I don't think I'm good enough. Sometimes I don't think I'm creative enough. Sometimes I don't think my movie's going to work, or the writing isn't great, or the this or the that or da-da-da. But once again, that's the voice in your head that you have to tell to fuck off. And then maybe you take a little bit of that chip that it's giving you and use it as fuel.
Nothing in life is promised except death. If you have the opportunity to play this game of life, you need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
What happens if you take a cold shower every day? The heart rate is gonna go down with 20, 30 beats a minute, 24 hours a day. That means stress is gone. Cold shower a day keeps the doctor away. What happens more is that the blood flow runs much better through the system. The nutrients, vitamins and minerals and oxygen, they get better to the cells.
What's your secret? Because you're showing no signs of slowing down, Christian.
No secrets, don't exist secrets. The secret is dedication and hard work, to be able to work 100% all the time. This is, if exists words, this is my secret.
Every woman has a right, not only to independence and security, but to live her life to the full and to express herself to the full.
To be 67, having just buried my mother, I made a promise to her and to God to do, not just to do good the right way, but to honor my mother and my father by the way I live my life the rest of my days on this earth. I'm here to serve, to help, to provide, but in every prayer, all I hear is feed my sheep. That's what God wants me to do.
I know billionaires and I know millionaires and I know people who ain't got bull. And the most unhappy people are the richest ones. That's a fact. That's true. So all you people out there, yeah, listen to that. I've got billionaire mates and they're very unhappy. They're never happy. If they found 100 grand on the floor, they wouldn't make them happy. They'd be looking for the next one because enough is never enough. They're always chasing more. And no matter what they achieve, they're always trying to go again and try and make more. But for me, I'm happy. I'd be happy if I lived in a council flat up there in a tower block. I don't really care because I don't need a flash house or a flash car for someone to like me. If they don't like me, then f*** them.
So the goal was to be the first one at breakfast. So I set my alarm. I make sure I'm up by sunrise. I get out of bed. I put on my gear and I head downstairs. But when I get there, Kobe's already there with ice packs on his knees, drenched in sweat. Now, it took me a minute to figure it out, but this guy wasn't only awake before me. He had already worked out. He had just played in the finals days earlier. Meanwhile, I'd been off for months and I was still exhausted. What he had done that morning was incomprehensible to me. That dedication he had only days after falling short of an NBA championship. That taught me something I've never forgotten. Legends aren't defined by their successes. They're defined by how they bounce back from their failures.
I was poor because I didn't have anything. I had no money, I had no things, we had no TV, we had no refrigerator, we had nothing as kids. But I was rich because I had a dream.
And so my mentality is I walk into work every day. Number one responsibility, how do I make us more money? Number two, how do I get some money? That's my approach to business. The minute I walk in every single day, I'm unapologetic about it. It's not personal or anything like that. I am constantly trying to win because winning is what's going to create other opportunities.
We all have two lives. The second begins when you realize you only have one.
My mom said, you need to get a job. I said, I already have a job. I'm just not getting paid yet. I'm working on my dream. That's my job. If I'm gonna pay attention to my nightmare, I should be able to work on my dream. Well, one of them is gonna take my energy. I would rather give my energy to my dream than my nightmare.